Hello everyone. Today is Monday, September the 8th, 2025. This is FlossTube 144. My name is Shelly. This is my channel, The Serenity Stitcher, where I share about my stitching and other little crafty things that I do from time to time. So welcome everyone. This is a little later than I normally like to do my videos in the month. I usually do them the first Saturday of the month. That is when we have our stitching group that meets up here in the northwest corner of Alabama. It's Serenity Stitchers of the Shawls. And we meet the first Saturday of every month at Calico Rose Quilt Shop in Florence, Alabama, from 10 to 2. So if you're ever in this area or you live in the area and you would like to come and slow stitch with us, we would love to have you join us. So it's basically anything that you can do with your hands and a needle or a hook. So that's what we're up to on the first Saturday of every month. So this Saturday, it just so happened to fall where my massage appointment fell on that Saturday. And so I had that after the meeting. And then after that, I went out to supper with some friends, dear friends, who are former co-workers. I did change jobs. I think I mentioned that the last couple of videos. At the end of June, I changed jobs for insurance, and it's been a little bit of a struggle settling into the new place. And I'm, a lot of it is because I miss my coworkers so bad. They've really, they've been there for me the last couple of years on my grief journey, and I don't know how I would have gotten through it without them. So we went out to supper, and that was a lot of fun. So we need to do that more often. So anyway, that's why I didn't film Saturday, and then yesterday I didn't even get out of my pajamas. So this morning I was up a little bit before I needed to be up to get ready for work. My hours are end later in the day, and so I usually don't go in until between 8:30 and 9 o'clock in the morning, and then usually it's 5:36 before I'm home. So stitching is kind of down as far as numbers and time being able to allot it to it. So but anyway, it's about 7:30 here, so I've got a little while before I've got to get breakfast and head on to work. So I figured I would come on and do a video. I might not be able to finish everything that I've got to show you today. If not, I'll finish it over the next couple of days, and then I can upload it. So what's been going on life-wise? My brother had passed, and the week of let's see, we left on the 13th of August to go down there. Me and my younger daughter Lakin went down to Morgan City, Louisiana, which is my hometown, where I lived the majority of my life. So we went, and it was hard, but it was good. Got to see, cousins that I hadn't seen since my dad passed in 2020. And then actually got to see one of my first cousin's daughter, who when she was growing up, I was extremely close to her. And so I hadn't seen her since we moved up here. And so it was so good to just see her and, hug her 1,000 times. And she sat with me next to me at the funeral and held my hand the whole time. And so that was just really good for my soul. Really, really good for my soul. So even though it was hard, overall, that was a little a little bright spot in the middle of it. So, but it was good to, spend some time with Lakin and, like I said, see family. We went and visited my dad's only surviving sibling and her husband, and that was really nice. I hadn't seen them since my dad had passed, so it had been 5 years. So, so when we were going down there, that was actually Nathan, my oldest grandson's birthday. He turned 17. 17. Gosh. Yeah, he turned 17 on our way down there, and so we missed, his little birthday get together. But my older daughter, his mom, is turning 38 tomorrow. Just blows my mind. So, otherwise, just been still trying to move things. I know it's crazy. It's been a year since I left Michael, and I'm still moving stuff. But I'm nearing the end, and I'm going to make a push to get it done before the end of this month, even if I have to take a Friday off work to go take care of it. So I went this past Friday and got a load of stuff. And even if I have to bring, more before I've got everything put away, it doesn't matter. I need to finish it this month. And so that's my plan. Yeah, other than that, just working and stitching as much as I can. Which, let's get into it, right? 7 minutes into the video. So what do I have for you guys? Let's see my August recap. So in August, I finished 2 things, including a Shane and Christine Christmas Club. And so when I finished that one, I started another one. So my whip total currently is 42. I only stitched 4,953 stitches in August. The month before that was 9,000, 7,000, 8,000. So that's quite a bit down from, my normal level. But like I said, the job is taking a lot of time. I no longer have Fridays off. And then, of course, we went to Louisiana and spent, for 3 days. So, 3 nights and 4 days. So, yeah. But I do have some finishes, of course, to show you. And I actually have 2 new starts. Yes, because I brought something that I hadn't started yet to stitch on the trip, and I ended up only stitching on it 1 day. But I will show you what I got done on that, both on the trip, and then I worked on it Saturday at Stitch Group. Okay, so let me pause for just 1 second. Okay, so here is one of the finishes. This is Blackbird Designs, Rose Hips and Ivy. And this is from the Sewing Club book, my own color conversion on 40 count Atomic Ranch fabric. And I used a variety of, different flosses. I think I have a Victorian motto. I have quite a few weeks, which has kind of become my favorite overdyed floss. And then I have this bright pink is from Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers, and it's called Watermelon. So I finished this. When did I finish this? I want to say, no, let's see. It's probably around the 16th or so that I finished this. And I usually like to participate in BBD weekend sale, which is the first weekend of every month. And I went through my patterns and I just couldn't find anything that I really wanted to stitch by Blackbird currently. So, that could change tomorrow, but, I found like one thing, one of their little stockings that I might have wanted stitched, but this just seemed to take a really long time. Granted, I didn't, usually didn't stitch on it except for the first weekend of every month, but it just, it's not a very big piece, and it just seemed like it took an inordinately long time. So, yeah, I did tweak a couple of things. I put another bird right here. I put some extra of the little doodads. I don't know what else to call them. Yeah. But anyway, I like it. So this is going to be a drum. I've never made a drum before. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm definitely going to be watching Vanna's tutorial on that. Let's see. Probably going to do a lot of just pausing to grab stuff. That's just how I'm rolling today. Okay, so on every Monday, I do something Christmassy for Merry Monday. So I've been working on Shannon Christine 12 Days of Christmas Ornaments. These are from 2022 Ornament Club. So I did finish number 8 last month. And then I started number 9 and got, I got some stitching on it also in September. So this is 28 count black linen cashel from Zweigart. I'm using her called for DMC flosses. I am using Petite Treasure braid instead of Krynic for the glittery parts. And I'm also not doing as many beads as it's charted for. In the pattern, all of this filigree and around the number, that's all beads. And I didn't want to do that, so I'm just using the Petite Treasure braid instead. And then I just do beads on the flowers for sure, and then other little places that they have it. So I, when I went to download 9 and 10, I looked while I was in there, figured I would go ahead and load 11 and 12, and I couldn't find them. I couldn't find the patterns, and so I went to her website, and I guess after a certain amount of time, the link expires. I don't know. I couldn't download them anymore. And so I had emailed her through her website asking her about it, and I didn't hear back. And so, I had gone in my email because that's how I got the patterns, and I'd searched for Shannon Christine. And so I went back when she didn't respond over, probably, I don't know, a week or two. I went back and searched just Shannon, and it pulled it up. So it, under her email, her Shannon, and then her last name. I don't know how to say her last name, but yeah, thankfully I was able to find them. So I was honestly going to ask one of y'all if I didn't hear from her, because I did buy the patterns, but just, had misplaced them briefly. This other one is from, it's a French company. I'll put the information on the screen below. But this is, it's Veronique Ingenieur, I think it's her name. It's her pattern. And I bought a kit from them, but I didn't use the fabric. This is 40 count Atomic Ranch. And I'm using the called for DMC flosses, 1 strand, of course. And it's pretty slow going. Like, all of this greenery is like multiple colors of green. So there's a lot of, changing colors, etc. And I'm not the type of person that could like just stitch all of one color. I admire you who can, but I'm not one of those people. So I didn't get a whole lot done on this month or the month of August, but every stitch counts. So those are my Christmas pieces. I thought I saw the bag that this project is in right here, but I guess I didn't. So I'll show you this one. This is Nature's Journey. It's from Just Cross Stitch magazine. It's a series this year. And I think they just released the fall portion. And I've gotten spring completely done and have started on summer. So I'm stitching this on a 46 count Zweigart. And it is slow going. Using the called for DMCs in most cases, some of them I might have had to tweak because I didn't have what I needed, or something didn't look right on the fabric. But anyway, that's my progress. I try to work on this on Sundays. I didn't work on it yesterday, but I try to work on it every Sunday, kind of trying to make it a focus piece each month. So pretty. Okay, this next piece is probably going to be the last one I'm going to be able to show today. My stomach is starting to get like hungry, protesting that I need to go eat, and then I need to, get my lunch together and leave. So actually, I think we have lunch today. But, I don't eat cheese, and so sometimes we get stuff that doesn't have a no cheese option. I hate when they bring salad and they put cheese in it. Like, people, stop putting cheese in salad automatically. Put it on the side. Anyway, I usually try to have like a little backup in case, in case I don't have an option that's brought in. I have been going, when we don't have lunch, I'll go sit in my car and eat and work on my wool applique. We only get a half an hour for lunch, so it's not a whole lot of time, but, and then the block I've been working on, it's like I've had to unpick and several times trying to get the right stitch for the stems. Anyway, this is Procrastinating. This is also from Just Cross Stitch magazine. I think it's Sprouting Lupine is the designer. I don't like working on this. I don't like the letters. I don't mind these. These are fantastic to work on. But it's these and these are just a pain to work on them. There's a lot of half and quarter stitches, and you can't necessarily tell which one it is on the pattern. And it's not enjoyable to work on, which is unfortunate. So anyway, I don't know. Did I say this is Procrastinating? I don't remember if I said it or not, but you saw the picture. So I'm stitching this on a 32 count, I do believe. In 2 strands of DMC. I am color converting. This part is the called for colors. I think this part is, but I changed. I think the purples were oranges. I don't remember what the top part was, but you've seen the picture just now, so you'll know which colors I'm changing. So there you have it. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to stop here, and I'll finish up over the next couple of days, hopefully. So, yeah, I hope y'all have a good day. Hey, everybody. Excuse me. Today is Wednesday, September the 10th. I wasn't able to film yesterday. They told us on Monday that HR wanted to meet with our office at 8, and so... yeah, it was a 10-hour day at work yesterday, so I wasn't able to film in the morning, and then when I got home, all I wanted to do was stitch. So anyway, I've only got a few more things to share with you for the August recap. One of those is Sampler Hope. This is from Stitches Through the Years over on Etsy. And this is a beautiful sampler, first of all. I love the colors. I'm doing a color conversion only in the fact that the called for my dye lots did not match what the pattern looked like. Excuse me. I'm trying to match that as much as I can, so I've just chosen other overdyes to match what the cover looks like. The words are over 1, and so, you know, on 40 count, it's slow going. I wish that I had done a little bit more on the words as I went along. But anyway, I've gotten the border connected, not completed, but connected. Well, almost connected. It looks like I've got one little spot down here that I haven't stitched. But anyway, yeah, this is close to being a finish. I'll get this finished before the end of the year. I'm pretty sure it's on my Whipco board for this year. And so, love this so much. I love stitching on it, honestly. That's a 40 count XJU Designs fabric. Pretty much using Weeks Dye Works. Some, I think maybe one or two, no, yeah, several Gentle Arts, Weeks Dye Works, and Classic Colorworks. Definitely my colors. So, I did, after last video, I think it was after the last video I did take the time to label my bags. And so some of them only have one project. I didn't have quite enough to do, you know, one project in each bag. I just didn't have enough bags. Pretty close, but not quite enough. But anyway, the ones that, you know, multiple, they just have multiple. I just kept them in the same category. Like this is all samplers in this one. But I just took some, you know, some of that striped twine and just some pieces of cardstock, hand wrote them and stuck the string on it and then attached it to the bags. So that's helped a lot. So that's some Sampler Hope. And hang on, sorry about that. I actually have two things to show. So one is St. Patrick's Day sampler. I think this is by 2x2 X Stitch on Etsy. But there that is. And I'm using, I don't know if I'm using all Anchor, but I'm using a good bit of Anchor's flosses. And this is a 20 count Ada. So this is a wide short piece. So and I did want to show y'all the piece that I brought on our trip. I didn't stitch very much on it, like I said, but this is the pattern. This was a kit that I picked up on the freebie table at Retreat a few years ago, the Retreat in Huntsville, Alabama. Um, and, it was an unopened kit. So fabric, which is printed fabric, floss, and chart, of course, and a needle. I just think it's beautiful. And I love that, the fabric is printed. Not the funnest fabric to stitch on because it's so stiff, but anyway, all I got done was that little butterfly, and then I started on the top of the perfume bottle. Some of it is 2 strands. The gray is 1 strand. In the sections that I've stitched so far, there are sections where you use 2 strands of gray down here at the bottom of the bottle, the shadow. So, yeah, it's a nice, travel, don't need magnification project. So I told you that I organized my bags and labeled them. A friend sent me this project information document. I'm not sure where she got it from. If I can figure that out, I'll put it across the screen here, and in the description box below with a link if there's a link. Anyway, I do want to go through and put notes in each bag for each project, just so that I know what fabric it's stitched on. So those are kind of cool. I just printed them on cardstock, and that way I can stick them in the bag. I guess you listened to me clear my throat enough this morning, so I am going to, I'm going to show you my wool applique. Actually, I'm not. I thought I had it right here, but I don't. I'll show you that next month. So, I hope you guys have a good rest of September, and yeah, looking forward to the first day of fall, and happy stitching, everybody. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.